Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. So today I saw that Sephora finally announced the date of their VIB sale, and it is coming up on November 5th and goes till November 15th. I'm gonna pop up on the screen what the dates are for what tier and all of that in case you're wondering. But today I thought I would do a recommendation video. Truthfully, I have a lot more drugstore and affordable makeup than high-end luxury makeup. But there are quite a few things in my collection that are sold at Sephora exclusively that I would definitely recommend, and things that if they were gone from my collection, I'd be very upset. I'm only gonna cover things that are sold only at Sephora. I have a lot of products that are sold at both Sephora and Ulta, but in my opinion, I would much rather purchase from Ulta because their point system is so good. But today I'm strictly sticking with Sephora. Let's do it. Everything I talk about, I will link in the description box below. My hair is giving me very sandy from Greece. Okay, I'm gonna start with skincare first. You guys know my love for the Inky List if you've been here on my channel before. I just love their products. Not everything. Let me back up. Two products in particular that I love from the Inky List. I have the Oat Cleansing Balm and I have the Retinol Serum. Both of these are just unbelievably wonderful products. They are so affordable. I believe they're both under $10. This cleansing balm is really nice. The packaging is great. The fact that it's a tube, great. And it gets the job done wonderfully, removing your makeup as a first step. And this retinol serum is really nice for texture, for anti-aging. I've been using this for a really long time, probably a couple years at this point, and I definitely see a difference in my skin. Especially also if you're acne prone, this is a really good oil-free serum that clears up breakouts as well. So I really love both of these products from the Inky List. I'm gonna go kind of fast because a lot of these things I've mentioned in my past videos, so yeah. Another brand that I love that is sold exclusively at Sephora is Pharmacy, and a couple of their products in particular. I love their Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Night Serum. This is, again, really good if you have a lot of texture on your skin. It's really good for just clearing off dead skin cells from your face. I know that's gross, but it's a really good smoothing treatment. I use it maybe once every 3 nights, something like that. It's beautiful. Now, it is a bit strong. It can sting my face sometimes when I put it on at first. So just be aware of that if you have super sensitive skin. This is great. I've been using this for years as well. And it is a little bit pricey, so if you can get it at a discount, that's great. And then this is also my moisturizer of choice for daytime, the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. I really love this product. I think it's really, really nice. It is a bit thick and it is very hydrating. So I would say if you're super oily, you might not love this for daytime, but you could use it at night. The packaging is really nice. It's really heavy. It's just a great basic hydrating moisturizer. All right, and then another product I've never talked about on my channel before. This I really mostly use in the summertime. But if you are going on a vacation or something like that, this is a really nice product. This is the label is basically rubbed off. So sorry about that. So this is the Tan Luxe The Face Illuminating Self Tan Drops. I love this because I rarely self-tan my body. I don't like the smell of self-tan. I don't know, it just kind of grosses me out. But I live in Florida, so naturally I get tan, especially in the summertime, but I never, ever, ever put my face in the sun, ever. I tend to coat my face in sunscreen all day. So my face really does not look the same as the rest of my body. It looks way, way whiter and way paler. So this product is great because it's a serum type texture and it's meant for your face. This is in the shade light to medium, and I agree with that. It makes my face match the rest of my body. It doesn't look orange. It doesn't look overly tan. It doesn't look splotchy, but I really, really love these drops for my face. Now, I will say, you have to be careful because one time I put this on at night. I put it in my hands, I spread it on my face, and I think I had one too many glasses of wine. So I went to bed and I woke up the next morning and my hands were orange, like orange. And I could not get it off my hands for like a couple of days. Like I was scrubbing, I was doing so much and I could not get it off even in between my fingers. So moral of the story, don't drink and apply this, and make sure you wash your hands immediately after applying this, or else you will get stained hands. It just will happen. So yeah, I like this product a lot and I think it's really worth it if you can get it at a discount. I've had this for a long time and I've only used half because you really don't need that much. Okay, and now we're gonna go on to makeup. By the way, while I'm going all through all of these things, I would really appreciate it if you guys would leave your recommendations down below. I really would love to know what you guys recommend to me. I usually use the Sephora VIB sale as a time to like restock on my products that are running low, like things that I would be buying anyway, and I just want to buy them at a slight discount. I try not to buy like so much extra stuff that I probably wouldn't buy just because it's on sale, if that makes sense. But I do occasionally love to throw in like 1 or 2 new products to try out. Also, if you have been here with me for a while, you know that I won a gift card from Allie Glines, a $500 gift card to Sephora, and I spent $250 of it a couple months ago. So I am planning to use part of that gift card towards a Sephora VIB sale purchase. And I think I'm actually gonna do a shop with me on that as well. So please leave some comments down below giving me suggestions of what I should get, please. Okay, we're gonna start off with complexion. So one of my all-time favorite primers is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I really love this primer. It's really nice to make your makeup that you put on top of it last longer, and it provides some hydration. So you can put this under something that's like a little too matte if you want to make it a little more moisturizing. It's just a really nice way to start your makeup. And I really do feel like this makes my foundation break up less. It makes it stay on and not fade off in places. So I really highly recommend this primer. I can't believe I'm almost done with it actually. And I definitely would repurchase this if I ran out. Okay, I honestly, for foundations, I really like a lot of drugstore foundations. And like I said, I do have some favorites that I can buy at Ulta and I would rather buy at Ulta, but this one is exclusively Sephora. This is from Rare Beauty. This used to be one of my favorite foundations. Like when I first bought this, it was my favorite. I used to wear it all the time. In fact, I bought a second shade because the shade I had bought was too dark and I wanted a different shade. I rarely do that, you guys. I will try to make a shade work if I've bought it, but I really wanted to wear it on its own. So I have the shade 230N. Now I did wear this not too long ago and I did say on camera, it felt a little greasy on me. I think that's just because of the summertime. I live in Florida, like I said, it's very humid. And I feel like this on me in the summer was too dewy and luminous, but I'm wearing it today and I love how it looks on my skin today. I did mix a little tiny bit of the NYX Bare With Me Tinted Skin Veil just because this color's a little too deep for me right now. So I did mix in just a tiny bit of this, but I don't feel like it's greasy at all. I feel like it looks so beautiful and lightweight on the skin. So I'm so excited to wear this as it comes into fall and winter. So I would suggest this if you are, more on the dry side. It is very like moisturizing, very lightweight. I really highly recommend this foundation. All right, and this setting powder is one that is, again, one of my favorites. And if you can get it at a discount, that's great because it is a little bit on the pricier side. This is the Ilia Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder. I really love this powder. It is so smoothing, so airbrushed. You look poreless. And it locks your makeup in. Like if I want a day where I want to put this on top of my concealer and I don't want my concealer to move or budge, this is the powder I want. Like it is so incredibly matte and long wearing. So I would say if you don't want something super matte, you probably don't want this because it is very matte. And it is one of those white tinted powders. I can't say if it actually has flashback or anything, but I don't take flash photography, so. But this is like one of my favorite go-to powders. And like I said, it is a little pricey. So 20% off for rouge is pretty good. Okay, I have 2 cream bronzers to share with you guys. The first one is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer Stick in the shade Baked. I love this cream bronzer. I think it's really, really beautiful. It is what I'm wearing on my face today. It is great for like light to medium skin tones. It's just that neutral, not too warm, not too cool tone. It's so easy to apply. Now, I generally will apply this from the stick onto a brush and then apply it onto my face. I feel like if I draw it onto my face, it's way too much for me and I find it harder to blend out just because it is more of like a slightly drier formula. Like it's not extra creamy, extra dewy or anything like that. So I find it's much easier to apply from a brush. I've had this mini for an embarrassingly long amount of time. So I would suggest picking up the mini because the full size is huge and I don't really think it's necessary, especially if you've never tried this before. I would definitely suggest getting the mini. Now, the thing that sucks about the Milk Makeup Bronzer is I think it only comes in 1 or 2 shades, which is ridiculous. But if you want more of a shade range, but still a wonderful formula, I would check out the Fenty Beauty, specifically the cream bronzers. This cream bronzer is so, so beautiful. It's more of an emollient consistency than the Milk Makeup one. Again, I like to apply this with a brush personally, as you can tell by all the nasty brush hairs in there. I have the shade Macchiato, and for me, this is like a perfect shade year round. Again, more of a neutral tone. I just love it, and it's so easy to apply. There's a lot of product. It has a nice mirror. The packaging is really nice, and like I said, they have a great amount of shades. There are some powder bronzers at Sephora that I like and I would recommend, but in my opinion, I don't think that they're worth the splurge. I think there are so many other bronzers at the drugstore that are just as good as the high-end ones, so I don't feel like they're necessary to buy at a higher price point. I haven't found like a powder bronzer yet at Sephora that I'm like, oh my God, it is amazing. It's worth every penny. It's amazing. Oh shit. So yeah, that's why I'm not sharing any of those. But I do have 3 blushes to share with you guys. So the first one, 2 of them are cream blushes. Well, technically 2.5. So I have first the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in the shade Bliss. I love this blush and I've not tried other shades, so I can't speak for the other shades, but the shade Bliss is just like this beautiful baby pink, really flattering on my skin tone at least. I really like this because it's very pigmented, so a little bit goes a really long way. And I like the finish of this. This is the matte finish blushes. They have dewy and matte ones. And I feel like it just really blends in with the skin. And I don't love a super dewy, sparkly look on the cheeks because I have texture, you know, and I feel like it emphasizes that. This is so flattering on my textured skin. It blends right in and it's matte, but it's not dry. Obviously, because it's a liquid, it just looks so smooth and gorgeous on the skin. I love it. I have the cream blush from Tower 28. This is the Beach Please Cream Blush in the shade Magic Hour. It's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I wish I had applied a little more, but that's okay. This color is my perfect color for a blush. I just feel like it's the right amount of peach, the right amount of pink. It's not too much. It goes with anything. On my skin tone, it's so beautiful. It's definitely more of a luminous blush, but as you can see, it's not like over the top luminous. I applied a pretty small amount on top of my foundation. I feel like if you use this on bare skin, it would definitely be much more luminous, much more glowy. So if you're looking for more of a glowy look, this is a really nice, again, very emollient type of blush. It's not the longest lasting because of that, but this color is beautiful and they have other colors as well. And I love the packaging. And then you guys know how much I love this blush if you've been here before. This is Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in the shade Do We Know Her? Okay, yeah, I love this blush. One of my most favorite blushes of all time. The formula is gorgeous. The color is gorgeous. Like it looks kind of like scary neon in the pan, but on the face, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love this blush. The packaging is really nice, has a really nice mirror. You can use both together, each of them on their own. They blend great. They're wonderful. I think I am gonna pick up another one of these in the sale if I can find a color that I like. So now we're gonna go on to eye products. I didn't realize this at the time. Now that I'm thinking about it, this palette is offered at Ulta as well. But it's too late because I already put it on my eyes today, so I have to talk about it. This is the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You guys, this palette. If you've been here before, you know that I love Anastasia's eyeshadow palettes. Like, I love them all. This one is one that is still available, I hope. And it is just a beautiful neutral palette. It really is so gorgeous for definitely the fall and winter with these cranberry tones, these warmer tones. You can get a softer look, you can get a deeper look because there is a black. Her metallics are really like wet and foiled. Her mattes are really powdery. You have to be careful, and very pigmented, but they give just like a really rich color right away. You don't have to sit here and build them up and build them up. So if that's the type of formula you like, you would like this, but I love this palette. Like I said, I am wearing it on my eyes. The mattes are on my eyes. The actual lid color is something else that I'll get to in a little bit, but I would definitely suggest picking this up at a discount. The other eyeshadow palette that I would say if you are thinking about, and I think if you want to spend the money on it, you won't be disappointed. That's what I'm going to say about that. It's the Patrick Ta Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. I've talked about this before on my channel. Guys, it's expensive. Okay, it is. But I think it is very unique for a neutral palette. I don't feel like this is something that I have in my collection already, and I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. This is offering so many different textures. There's a lot of really, really beautiful buttery mattes. Like the mattes in this are unbelievable. And some like kind of satiny shades, but all of these quote metallics are more like topper shades. They're much more like piecey, sparkly type of shades. They're just very unique and really, really beautiful to just throw on top of any eye look that you might want. And then there's also these two cream shadows on the end. So I think this is a very unique palette. It's very beautiful. Is it worth $68? I'm not sure. Is it worth what's 20% of 68 is 12, 13-ish dollars. 68 minus 13 is 55. Is it worth $55? I would say it's worth it if you were going to buy it anyway. Does that make sense? I don't know. It is beautiful. It is beautiful, and I'm really glad that I have it in my collection, and I recommend it. Okay, and then I have another eye product, you guys. This is the Chrome Paint Shadow Pot from Tarte. This is what I am wearing on my eyelids today. Now, I can't really show you too much because it might spill out, but it is just this gorgeous metallic potted shadow. I've had this for years, and I still have a ton of product left because you need literally the smallest amount, and it just glides over your eye in the most beautiful way. I have the shade Beach Bay. Now, I did look it up on Sephora's website, and they do not have this actual shade left, but they have two bronzy shades that look very, very similar to this. So, you know, if you are looking for a bronzy shade, they do have a couple of options. I feel like they also have like a rose or like a rose gold shade as well. Highly recommend these. They're just beautiful metallic shadows. And again, they are a little on the pricier side, but you get a ton of product. But it is nice if you can get it at a discount. It's just gorgeous and pretty easy to use. I do put down like a pigment primer so that it sticks to it and I don't get a ton of fallout. So I would suggest that. But gorgeous single potted shadow. And the last eye product that I am going to recommend is the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara. So I don't love a lot of high-end mascaras. I feel like there's so many good ones at the drugstore, and I'm so picky with my mascaras anyway. Like, I don't like a ton of mascaras just because my eyelashes they're not good. They're just not good. I really love this one specifically for my lower lashes. I feel like it really gets in there and defines each and every lash because of the size of the brush and how small it is, little plasticky bristles that it has. I feel like it really just does coat every like 4 lashes that I have down there. And it's a tubing mascara, so it really tends not to smudge or flake or anything like that, which is great for the lower lash line. It removes with just water, comes off in like little tubes. So don't be alarmed. The first time I removed this, I thought my actual eyelashes were falling out, but it's just the tubing mascara type of removal. I really like this mascara for specifically the lower lashes. Okay, and then lip products. Let's talk lip products. Again, I have mostly drugstore lip products, but these are some of my favorite Sephora high-end products. So as you can see, I love this lip liner. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Wherever Walnut. This is just like the perfect My Lips But Better, but slightly deeper color. It's what I'm wearing on my lips today underneath a gloss that I will be talking about as well. It's a really good balance because it is creamy enough that it does really nicely glide on, like you don't have to tug or anything like that, but it is an actual pencil. So I feel like it lasts longer than like a retractable pencil, and it does have enough dryness that it does last and it doesn't just slide off your lips like a lot of other ones do. So this one is something I've been using for years, and I already have a backup of it, so I'm not gonna buy it, but I really, really love this lip liner. It's one of my go-tos. For liquid lipsticks, I really like the Rare Beauty liquid lipstick. If I'm gonna wear like a bold shade, I definitely prefer it to be a liquid lipstick, just because I feel like they last longer, they don't slide around outside of your lip line or anything like that. So I really like two of the bold shades that they offer. So this one, this more magenta one, is in the shade Heroic, and this one is the classic red one in the shade Inspire. I really love both of these liquid lipstick colors, and they are really like a comfortable lipstick. They have almost a velvety texture, but an extremely lightweight velvety texture. So that's the magenta Heroic, and that one is Inspire. Really both beautiful, beautiful colors. And the packaging is like a soft matte packaging. Oh, it's really luxe and really nice. And then I have lip glosses. So I just have a couple of lip glosses to talk about because again, I have mostly drugstore or ones that are at Ulta, but these couple are very like, again, if they were gone from my collection, I'd be very upset. So the first one is the Patrick Ta Major Glow Lip Shine, and this one is in the shade She's an Influencer. I've talked about this before on my channel. You guys, the glitter reflect in this is so incredibly beautiful. Like, it looks like you're staring at a galaxy if you're looking at this. Just all these multicolor dimensional type of colors in there, but it doesn't really show up as like glitter on your lips. It just makes your lips look full and shiny and beautiful. The packaging is really pretty, and it does have like a slight minty cooling smell slash taste to it. So just be aware of that. It's not like overly tingly or anything. Woo! It's a really nice lip gloss. Okay, and then this is like one of my most favorite products of all time. You guys know, I don't know, maybe you know this if you've been here. The Fenty Gloss Bomb. And I guess she's coming out with a lot of like holiday sets already. She's got like different new gloss bombs with some gloss bomb creams with like, I mean, different sets and mixtures of things. So if you want to snag one of those, I think that's a really good way to try out different formulas and different colors. But specifically, I have the original Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow and the Fenty Gloss Bomb, that is so hard to say, Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in Fenty Glow. Yes, I'm wearing the cream one on my lips today. So depending on if you like sparkle in your lip gloss or not, I mean, and again, in a million different shades, the formula on this is just so cushiony and plush. It's surprisingly long wearing. The smell is pleasant. It makes your lips look full and just like, it's just everything. It's the best lip gloss that ever existed in my opinion.
That's my opinion!
And then I have, like a couple of products that are like, not super talked about, but things that I think are special at Sephora. So the first thing is this makeup brush cleaner from the brand Cinema Secrets. This makeup brush cleaner is insane. Like, it cleans every little last bit of every little thing on that brush. It looks like a brand new brush. Like, I pour this out, dip my brush in, kind of swirl it off on a paper towel or a cloth, and it is clean. It's clean. Now, it says 99.99 bacteria free. I'm not gonna trust this to completely clean my brushes all the time for the rest of forever. I do this more like in between washes. Like if I need a brush that is covered in blue eyeshadow and I want it clean and I want to use it later on today, I'll dip it in, swirl it in, and let it dry for like an hour, and then I'm ready to use it. But I definitely still wash my brushes with antibacterial soap. But this is a good one for those in-between times where you want something really, really clean. This is like a jumbo size. They offer smaller sizes too if you want to just try it out, but this is amazing stuff. It does have a very, very, very strong smell. Just be aware of that. But it is a great makeup brush cleaner. And then the last thing that I don't think a lot of people talk about, but is very underrated to me, is these Sephora collection brushes. They are really amazing quality, and some of my favorite brushes, especially their eye brushes. I have quite a few of their eye brushes. I did buy like a brush set that is not available anymore, the specific brush set that I bought, but they do offer several different brush sets on the site, and I can speak from experience from the eye brushes. They are so soft, they're so high quality. I really like the shapes of them. I have a couple of crease brushes. I bought like a fluffy crease brush from them 5 years ago, and they discontinued that crease brush. And if I ever lose it, I am going to be very upset. So I would definitely check out their brushes. If you are looking for new brushes, they're great quality, specifically the eye brushes. All right, and that is it for my Sephora recommendations video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was helpful. I really, again, only mentioned the products that I really, really think are worth the money. Please, again, like I said earlier, please leave me a comment down below and give me some suggestions on things that you think are worth the splurge, things that are in your collection from Sephora that you would be really upset if they went missing from your collection and you would repurchase them. And give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That helps me out a lot when you do. And subscribe before you leave if you aren't already. I do upload videos weekly, both beauty and fashion videos. And I want to thank you so much for watching my video today, and I will see you next time. Bye.